Hi folks, Dino Bob here. We're back in Arborea again, and this time we have a Sinotherium crash. Crash, for those who don't know, is a group of rhinos. Uh, I'll be putting in a male and two females, the minimum group. So let's drop into the park where we got to last video, the Prehistoric habitat, and we're going to move past it through the sort of guest amenities area here, which I put into the park way back when. There's a habitat to the left, which is the saber-tooth habitat. And these rocks that you saw in that brief stop are the viewing area for the Sinotherium. It's a little loop off the main path. There's some sunshades with benches on the back side of it. And on the exhibit side of it, we've got binoculars and a look into the two halves of this habitat. Nominally, it is set up so that they can separate the male from the females, which is a standard zoo practice for rhinos. And that row of rocks, let's grab binoculars. That's one of our animals in the left-hand side of the habitat. The row of rocks, as I was starting to say, is down the middle of the habitat and would theoretically have a gate and an opening there. We didn't quite catch the animal coming through that opening, which is why I was in a rush to grab the binoculars. These guys are a little more lively in their gait than the Prehistoric, but there's probably a good reason for that. They're a lot smaller. Prehistoric is pretty much the largest known land mammal, and it too is a rhinoceros relative. These guys are quite a bit smaller, probably about the size of a real rhino. I should say a modern rhino. Of course, these were real rhinos. Looking into the other half of the habitat through the rocks there, you could see that there is a pond down there. So we'll go down and see if we can get a look into that other part. You can see I embedded part of the donation bin into the rock there to make it less obvious. There goes one of our guys galumphing into the care building. So there is food and water on both sides for these animals. I tried to make it look as natural as possible. The sort of arid area that these animals like is different from the biome around them in this park. So obviously the ground texture is very different, but I wanted to blend it in so things would line up. And you can see the clear divider between the two parts of the habitat. There is no gate structure in there yet. It's really not worth putting in because it won't work to let them get in when I need to let them get in. So this habitat does have doors, unlike the Prehistoric habitat last week. And I put these on and also added doors to that one. However, the rest of it's not tricked out with much of anything other than hay beds for the animals. We move through it and through the fence, and this area would be where the care facilities would be set up, and then there is a walk that can get to either side, and there are gates on either side. So skylights in the top. All in all, it tended to be a low-profile building that more or less blended in with the background. So onto some animal shots. They were not being terribly cooperative, and I was on a bit of a short fuse this week to get a video out because of real life, as does happen. But you do get a nice close-up of the pedicure on our male. He wandered in between us as the camera and the animal it was focused on. So So, like I said, that's pretty much it for this week. Uh, Drop a like or a comment, please. If you haven't subscribed and want to see more of this kind of stuff, please do. I appreciate the support. Next week, if I don't get interrupted by something interesting, we'll be continuing on in this portion of Arborea, but we'll be adding more than one kind of animal. So that's your tease. Uh, anyway, stay well, be kind to each other out there. Hope to see you in another video soon. Bye now.